Jamaica's Ackera Nugent stands alone as the only Jamaican to make it through to the finals of the women's 100 meters hurdles, as her compatriots, Danielle Williams, the world champion, and Janeek Brown failed to advance from this morning's semi-final session. Welcome back to the channel, people. Welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time here, thank you for making it Peter Lloyd World. Go ahead, please hit the subscribe button so we continue to go. When you do that, hit the notification bell so you know when the next video drop a video at least once a day here in Peter Lloyd World. Also, if you enjoy the content, please hit the like button and finally leave your thoughts. So, you ready? Yep, good to go. Well, the Jamaican trio of Ackera Nugent, the twice world champion Danielle Williams, and the comeback kid, the one and only Janeek Brown of Jamaica, all ran in this morning's women's 100-meter hurdles semifinals. When the smoke cleared, it was only Ackera Nugent running in semifinal number 3 who was able to advance to the finals. You know, the farmer in the dell, the farmer, you remember that? The cheese stands alone. Am I the only person who remembers that? So, Jamaica's Ackera Nugent is the sole person who advances. Here's how it unfolded. In semi-final number 1, the reigning world champion in women's 100 meters hurdles, the twice world champion and iconic Danielle Williams repped for the black, green, and gold. This was a stacked semi-final. This could have been a final in any major competition because it included Stark of the United States, Charlton of Bahamas, Toby Amerson, the world record holder, as well as Danielle Williams. This was a tough one. Now, in the end, it was the young American Stark who ran 12.39 to win the semifinals. Charlton of the Bahamas came second in 12.50, and Toby Amerson ran 12.55 to take the third spot. And believe it or not, Toby Amerson did not advance as well as Danielle Williams. Now, Williams looked very good in her warm-up sessions. And like I said, this was a stacked one. Now, the truth is, Williams got a solid start, as you can see here. It was almost a blanket start. Getting over the first hurdle, Charlton, of course, was in the lead, as well as the young American Stark. But then Daniels hit the third hurdle, and the fourth hurdle, and the fifth hurdle. And let me tell you something, in a race at this level, if you hit one hurdle, that's it, because you lose momentum. She looked really good for the first 3 hurdles. I thought she was about to, make it through to the finals. In the end, it was Stark, the American, looked very impressive, and as you can see here, Charlton took second and Danielle Williams came 7th. That's how tough this was. I keep telling you this is a very technical race, but we will talk about that. Now, Janeek Brown, the comeback queen, featured in semifinal number 2. This one was won by Alicia Johnson in a time of 12.34. Vischer came second in 12.43, and Taylor came third in 12.63, a PB nonetheless. But Brown came 7th, running 12.92, so she does not advance to the finals. Now, again, it's a miracle that this young lady is here. Huge fan. She did well, I think, and I don't want anyone to be hard on her. She didn't get the greatest start, as you can see right here, but by the first hurdle, they were almost even. She did well up to about I'd say the 3rd to 4th hurdle. She looked really solid. I just think she just needs a little more practice, people. I think in another 6 months to a year, this young lady is going to be back to no, she's not going to be back. She's going to be better. So she sort of faded by the 6th to 7th hurdle, and the young American looked really, Johnson looked really impressive in this one. I'm going to be very frank with you. The 3 Americans looked really impressive throughout the semifinals. So unfortunately, the Jamaican comeback queen, Janeek Brown, did us really proud, was able to make it all the way to the semifinals, but unfortunately did not advance to the finals. Like I said, this was fire. Now, heat number 3 may as well have been the finals. That featured, of course, Ackera Nugent. When I know she's a Charlotte favorite, I like what I'm a pitney them. Love Jessica Pitney. Unimaginably focused, talented, and I still think she can medal. The outcome of heat number 3 was Jasmine Camacho Quinn, the defending Olympic champion in this event, the women's 100-meter hurdles, won in a time of 12.35, a season's best, peaking at the right time. Masai Russell took second in 12.42, and Ackera Nugent took third in 12.44. I honestly think these 3 women may be the 3 women on the podium, but it's hurdles. Nugent, of course, looked focused, as she normally does, as did Jasmine Camacho Quinn and Masai Russell. And I know I'm also a fan of Masai Russell. This was a very intense race, no doubt. Now, as you can see here, this is them in the set position. Nugent was out like a bullet. Quinn was a little back, but by the first hurdle, it was pretty much even Steven for most of them. The race was really between these 4 ladies, and that's exactly what we saw unfold. Camacho Quinn took command by the 4th, 5th hurdle and was ahead throughout from the 4th, 5th. Nugent was not as proficient as she normally is. Russell did a great run, and by the 10th hurdle, Nugent had to really, hustle to get it on the line, make that 3rd spot. And based on the speed, she was just behind Masai Russell. I do think that once she gets her, just cleans up her act, because that's what she does, she's going to be a factor, meaning Ackera Nugent. Now, I was most impressed with this young lady, Jasmine Camacho Quinn. Why are we shocked? Johnson of the United States, to me, looked really, really good. So did Stark of the United States. Let me just tell you the truth. All 3 of the young Americans looked really, really good. This may be a changing of the guard that we are witnessing. Now, heading into the finals, these are the fastest qualifiers. Johnson of the United States has the fastest qualifying time of 12.34. Jasmine Camacho Quinn's 12.35 is the second fastest. Then Stark of the United States, 12.39, 3rd fastest. Russell, 12.42, 4th fastest. Visser, 12.43, 5th fastest. Nugent, 12.44, 6th fastest. And Charlton, 12.50, which makes her the 7th fastest going in. Samba of France ran 12.52 to the 8th fastest time. And Toby Emerson, who unfortunately did not advance to the semis. Now, as I said, I was impressed with this young lady, Johnson and Visser. Both of them, I think, did a great job. Apologies, people, about that. It's been a long couple of mornings. But I was impressed with both of them. This is the hurdles, people, and I've been saying throughout that this is going to be the single most competitive race. Stark looked good. The 3 American youngsters looked good. You just have to be straight up. They looked good. They looked solid. I hear people talking about a sweep, but I just don't think that's even going to be possible for them. But they looked good. Russell looked really, really good. They all looked good. I am not going to go on no corner. But as I said, this I keep telling you, this is the hurdles, and the thing about hurdles, it's about speed versus being technically proficient, if not technically perfect. And as happened with Danielle Williams, because I'm telling you, Danielle Williams would have gone through. She looked good. The person who I think executed best under pressure, because semi-final number 3 was like a final. That is no joke. That could have been the finals. Was, of course, the super experienced Jasmine Camacho Quinn, and she was just calm. She did really, really well. So I am thinking she should be on the podium. It's a high possibility she should be on the podium. But I was very impressed. But I'm always very impressed with, who isn't impressed with Jasmine Camacho Quinn? She always looks to be in control, but she looked really, really good in this instance. And like I said, she handled the pressure best to me. Now, this, of course, is my 2 cents. The question that every Jamaican wants me to answer is, can Ackera Nugent medal unequivocally. Unequivocally. I mean, I've been saying this for quite some time. I've been telling you all that I believe Ackera Nugent is the threat in terms of the Jamaican women's 100-meter hurdles, and she's the only one that made it to the finals. I've been telling you she's only going to get faster. What I saw is she just needs to settle mentally. And I do think that there's something between herself and Masai Russell. Whenever they're in a race together, I don't know what's going on there. I did ask her in an interview. She said nothing. But Russell, I think Russell will feel better because she finally did best Ackera Nugent in the semifinals. But I saw problems with Ackera's race in terms of the technical execution of the race. And I know this young lady, people, she's going to go back with her coach and they're going to clean that up. If she cleans that up, she will be on the podium. Now, realistically, Jasmine Camacho Quinn, whoa. Now, when I said earlier the changing of the guard, when you have a Danielle Williams and a Toby Amusan not go through and these young guns are in it, it could be that what we're witnessing. The Americans look really good. I am expecting an American to be on the podium. I'm going to be straight up. So I think in my mind that once Ackera smooths out the little wrinkles, she should be on the podium. Quinn should be on the podium. One of the Americans, probably Johnson or Russell, should be on the podium. But this is really a stress test of the people. That's why, to me, I've said this is going to be the most competitive race, and I am still sticking to it. And we've seen some heck of a races thus far. This is going to be a stress test. This race is really, at this level, the top 5 young ladies are just around the same in terms of times. Masai Russell ran that 12.25. We know that Ackera Nugent ran at 12.28. So anywhere between 12.27 to about 12.40, I think that's what we're going to see in the finals. And the truth is, all of these women in the top, I would say the top 7, top 6 can run that time. So the thing is, it's who executes best, who remains calm, who settles, who hits the hurdles, and who not hits, but who manages to get over those hurdles as technically proficient as is possible while maintaining their speed. And this is why I think Ackera will be able to execute. She's brilliant technically. She just has to settle. The one caveat I have to say to you is that I keep telling all of you for 2 years you've been hearing me say this is the hurdles. It may be the most difficult sprint ever invented. It really is about technical proficiency. It's who is best on, not even on the day, on the moment, in the moment. And I think I have an idea of the top 3. I see Nugent, I see Quinn, I see Russell or Johnson. That's what I'm seeing. I doubt there's going to be an American sweep. Quinn is not going to allow that. I don't think Nugent is going to allow that. However, anything is possible because this is the hurdles. But this, of course, is my 2 cents. Now, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, notification bell, the like button. Remember, your royals, kings, and queens. Bless up!